Hiranna kalja potokurshi himoto. Hirannaya tokurani kimaya takalya tata. Rohotaya vishitanya kalya motahashaka. Hiropomati haryamukode. Ishtaya mukupala karanda krusha hyarata. I am here now in this moment of joy, peace, grace, truth, and divinity. I am expecting myself to be powerful, pure, divine, knowledgeable about the things that I want to do in the world. What are the things that I want to do in the world? What are the things that I want to experience in the world? What are the things that I want to let myself become a part of, let myself experience, let myself know, let myself feel? How have I come to be in this moment of grace? How have I come to be in this moment of peace? How have I come to be in this moment of truth? Where is it that I am going on this earth plane? Where is it that I am going on this earth plane? Do I know that everything within me and around me is fully consciously aware of everything that is happening around me? Do I know that everything within me is fully consciously aware of everything that is happening around me? Do I see that my essence is the true essence of everything that I am doing, seeing, and believing in? I know that where I've been is no relevance on where I will be. I know that where I've been is no relevance upon where I will be. Why is that? Why is that? Why is it that where I've been has no relevance on where I will be? I think that if I can see myself in a divine space of truth right now, in a divine space of peace right now, in a divine space of knowing myself as pure and pristine, what is that feeling of grace that fills me when I know that everything I am doing is pure and pristine? Is there anything that's trying to catch up with me from my past? Is there anything that's trying to overlap me from my past? Is there anything that's trying to crush me or put me down from my past? So when we have these events from the past come up in our life or in our knowledge or in our memory, what is it that we see in these past events, and how do we react to these past events? These past events take us down into a place that we aren't aware of. So the past event comes up and it just kind of takes us down into a place that we've been before, and we're not even really aware that it's happening or what's going on with that. Where is it that we want to go? Where is it that we want to be? What is it that we want to see? So if we're focusing on where we want to be and what we want to see, and all of a sudden we notice that we're in one of these past patterns or behaviors, right? Our understanding of the way we used to think things were, the way that we used to live in the past, what do we end up with? How do we end up? Are we confused? Are we lost? How did I get here again? What's happening? You know, how do I keep recycling the same behavior, these same attitudes, these same emotions? Where is it that I'm going? You know, where do I want to be going? How do I want to be doing it? So we try to effortlessly allow ourselves to conceive of a reality around us, right? The reality that we want to be living in, the reality that we want to be perceiving, the reality that we want to be seeing. But with effort, we must push back these past ideas, these past ideals, these past revelations, these past memories that aren't serving us, and our new way of being, and our new emotional state, and our new way of perceiving. What do we need to see now? What do we need to experience now? What do we need to be in the moment of now? So when we recognize these feelings and these patterns coming up throughout our day, What do we do with them? How do we experience them? How do we receive them, right? How do we acknowledge them? Is there a way that we can release these old patternings so that the new way of living is able to come into view, is able to come into beingness, is able to receive us into it with the grace and the truth and the divinity that we know we are already? How many times have you been caught up in these past feelings, right, in these past realities? Is it all day long? Is it moments throughout the day? Is it a second here or a second there? Are we even aware that we get caught up in these past moments, these past memories? Do we just get sucked into them, and an hour or two later we go, oh my gosh, where have I been? Wow, how have I been in that mindset, in that attitude, in that way of being? Are we conscious all day long of our attitudes, of our moods, of our efforts to be in this state of consciousness and love and light and joy and peace that we want to be living in? So if we live our day in a constant state of enjoyment, peace, love, and divinity, isn't it true that we would be living that in the world around us? If every day, every mood, every thought, every attitude was in that state of joy, love, and peace, and energetic alignment, then wouldn't we also be living in that state in the world around us? But if we see that the world around us isn't quite aligned with the state we want to be living in yet, right? If we see that the world around us isn't quite aligned with that energetic movement that we want to be going in the direction of, then what do we look at throughout our day? How do we see throughout our day? How do we look at what we're really thinking, really feeling throughout our day? Are we even aware? Are we even aware of the thoughts that go through our mind, or the feelings that really resemble past experiences, right? Past endeavors, past events. So can we just come into an understanding now that I want to live in a new way. I want to live in a new place. I want to live in an understanding that everything is peaceful and divine and loving and free. And as I walk through my day, can I consciously be aware of each thought, of each feeling? And when I'm aware of each thought and of each feeling, can I recognize, oops, I'm going into that past reality that I've let go of and that I'm no longer interested in? Can we recognize, oops, I haven't quite let that one go yet? Can we recognize I need to be more efficient in my thoughts? I need to be more efficient in my emotions. I need to be more efficient in recognizing when these thoughts come up and how these feelings emerge from my body. So where do you want to be? Let's start with that. Where do you want to be? Do you want to be in a place of truth? Do you want to be in a place of peace? Do you want to be in a place of love? Do you want to be in a place of true understanding of your consciousness, of your grace? What is the feeling of where you want to be? How does it feel? How do you want to be living each day, each moment of every day? How does that feel? Does it feel joyful? Does it feel abundant? Does it feel loving? Does it feel free? Does it feel kind? Does it feel generous? Does it feel offering light and love to the world in generous, kind, loving, divine ways? And when we notice these old emotions, these old thought patterns arising within us, can we just say, break, break, break? I'm not doing this anymore, right? I'm breaking this past patterning. I'm breaking this past reality. I'm breaking this past consciousness. Break. And as we break, what are we breaking? We're just breaking that thought pattern, right? We're just breaking that energy of that emotion. We're just breaking that energy that's been going into that thought or that emotion for so long. But we're breaking it. We're just breaking it so it can no longer live. It can no longer thrive. It can no longer enjoy its space within our being because we're breaking it. So let's try that, right? So we feel that negative emotion come up. Oh, I don't have enough. I've never had enough. Break. Right. What happens? Break. What happens? Break. what happens, right? We're just breaking that consciousness. We're breaking that thought stream. We're breaking that emotional patterning. Break. And when we break it, what happens within our body? Well, the genes that regulate our mind, our consciousness, right? What do they say? They say, oops, time to create something new. We've broken a pattern. Now it's time to create something new. And what do you want to create in your new way of being? What do you want to create in your new way of seeing? What do you want to create in your new way of experiencing? What is it that you do want? So I recognize that the patterning is, encouraged, we say encouraged within our body. It has a course that it's been taking and it's been running through. So it's encouraged. But we're breaking that course. Break, right? So we break it and then we say, what do I want? How do I want to live? How do I want to feel? What do I want to experience? What is my life about in this moment of joy, love, peace, truth, and understanding? We don't want to live those old patternings, right? And then those old unconscious behaviors anymore. We know that we don't want to live that way anymore, but we have to make a conscious break. We have to make a conscious understanding that there's a new way to be. And so now we're going to approach the subject of what is that new way to be? What is that new way to be? How do I find a new way to be in my reality? Is there something blocking me from understanding that I can live in a new way? Is there something blocking me from feeling that emotion of, I know that I can be new, fresh, whole, right? An avid understander of life. What is the new way that I want to be? I want to live in consciousness. I want to live in bliss. Why not? I want to live in truth. I want to live in peace. I want to live in love. Why not? There's nothing wrong with recognizing that the truth of your being is bliss, is consciousness, is love, is light, is joy. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with fully coming into the consciousness, fully coming into the recognition that we are God's grace, and God's grace is everything. Everything in the consciousness of love, truth, divinity, peace. So, how do we do this? How do we make this work? How do we understand that our grace is the grace of everything that we're wanting? How do we understand that our grace is the grace of everything that we are wanting to create, to be, to see, to feel, to experience, to do, to know? I expect you to be great, right? I expect you to be great, but in my greatness, I can see you as great. So first I must find my greatness, to experience the world in truth and love and light and greatness and divinity and peace. And now I experience myself as whole. I experience myself as divine. I experience myself as free. I experience myself as emotionally opening up to everything that I am wanting, feeling, receiving, knowing. I have a feeling within me that says what? I'm not good enough to receive these new things that I want, right? I'm not good enough. I don't have enough value in the world. What does that mean? If I'm not good enough, if I don't have enough value in the world, if people don't see me as good and worthy and valuable, that's a pattern that needs to be broken, is it not? So if you're walking through the world and you're saying, why aren't people valuing me? Why aren't people seeing me as worthy? Why aren't people expecting me to be great, right? Why aren't people responding to me with love and kindness and care and generosity? Why aren't people asking me to be a part of their thing or their truth or their energy or their awakening? Where is that within my being? That's what we need to see. Where is that within my being? Am I not valuing my own gifts, my own talents, my own worth? Am I not valuing everything that I have been given to receive and to feel and to know? Am I not valuing my own true self as a divine being of love and light consciousness on this earth plane? Am I not valuing who I truly came here to be? Am I not valuing the essence within my divinity, within my truth, within my being? Am I not valuing? So what does that mean? I don't value me. I don't value my truth. I don't value my essence. I don't value the things that have been given to me to share with the world around me. I have a gift to share. I've been given a gift from the great divine light, the great divine consciousness of all things. I've been given this gift, right? And I'm sharing it with the world. Is the world valuing me? Because the world is merely a perception of my own inner truth and my own inner being. Do I truly value this gift that has been given to me, that I have carried through lifetimes, to be seen, to be heard, to be known, to be felt? So what is this gift that is awakening within me? What is this true divine gift that is awakening within me and that wants to be seen, heard, and felt and known in the divine truth of all things? What is this gift within me? It's a gift of divine light. It's a gift of divine truth. It's a gift of divine understanding. It's a gift that gives to everyone around me all the time in everything we're doing. It's a gift that is open. It's a gift that is alive. It's a gift that is aware. It is a gift that is free. It is a gift that will stream through me into the light of consciousness, into the grace, into the truth of everything that I am seeing. This gift that opens me up to the world around me in the consciousness of all things. Am I seeing it for what it truly is? Am I revealing it to the world as the gift of light, as the gift of truth, as the gift of consciousness, as the gift of peace that I know I've been given in this reality? What is it to value your own gifts? Do you have a treasure chest within your being that's not being opened, that's not being received, that's not being given generously in the open-heartedness of your own being? Do you have a gift within your being that's not being seen, that's not being received, that's not being shared generously, consciously, alively? What is the gift within you that wants to be seen? How many times have you given a gift of light to your own true self, to your own divinity, and to your own peace? Is there a gift within you that needs to be shared with humanity? Is there a gift within you that needs to be given graciously, kindly, lovingly, divinely? What is the gift, and how do you share it from your space of truth, from your space of peace, and from your space of divine understanding? I see my gift within me. I count the gifts that I have every day. I know my gifts within me. I feel my gifts within me. I expect my gifts to be given and received. What is the generosity that's being acted upon within the world around you? So is there a missing link? So I see my gifts, I acknowledge my gifts, I know my gifts, and I'm even sharing my gifts. But is there something that's missing in the exchange with the world? Is there something missing in the exchange with the world? What are we diabolically giving ourselves in this moment of grace? Is there something missing in the exchange with the world? What is it that's missing? I give my gift generously. I give my gift freely. I give my gift openly. I give my gift divinely. Is anybody seeing me? Is anybody experiencing me? Is anybody feeling me? Is anybody receiving me? So if you're having the question of, okay, I'm gifting myself to the world. I'm gifting myself. I'm here And I'm gifting myself, and I'm giving this generosity of grace, truth, peace, love, and divinity to everyone I walk into, around. But the world is not receptively receiving you into it. The world is not receptively giving you back the energy of grace. The world is not allowing you to share your light in the generous way that you know it is possible for you to be. What is it within me that needs to be broken? Break. That is not allowing the world to generously give back to me. What is it within me that needs to be broken? Break. Right? That the world is not receiving my gifts generously and allowing me to be given back the generous gifts of grace, truth, peace, and love and divinity. So if you're in this situation where you're giving gifts, right, and you're allowing God's light to come through you, and you're allowing your grace to be seen and heard and felt in everything around you, and you know that God's grace is working through you, and you know that your divinity is opening up to the truth of all things, and you know that everything you're seeing is divine in every moment of every day. But you aren't receiving. You aren't receiving gracious kindness, gracious love, gracious truth, gracious understanding in return for the gifts that you're giving. What are we looking at here? What is it that we need to see? Do we need to see grace within our own being as the divine consciousness of all things? Do we need to see purity, peace, love, and understanding, accepting us into it in this moment of truth, peace, love, and divinity? Can I just take a moment to accept myself as pure, divine, loving, kind, generous? What is it that's opening within me? What is it that's opening within me as I accept myself as pure, divine, generous, free? What do you feel opening within you as you say, I accept myself as pure, I accept myself as divine, I accept myself as honorable, I accept myself as fully understanding God's consciousness within my being? What do I need to know now to allow the others that are seeing me, that are receiving me, that are feeling me? What do I need to know to allow this grace to be seen, to be heard, to be felt in those around me? Can we break patterning of unconscious behavior that says, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, I don't value myself enough? Where does this unconscious behavior come from? Look deeply at this feeling of I'm not enough, I'm not worthy enough, I'm not valuable in this world around me. Look deeply at this feeling that says I am not valuable to the people around me. Can you graciously receive yourself into the knowingness that you are pure, that you are divine, that you are conscious, that you are free. I value myself as a divine being of love and light consciousness. I value myself as a divine being of perfection and truth. I value myself as a divine being of energetic awakening and grace. I value myself as everything that I came here to be. I value myself. Can you say those words? I value myself. I value my beingness. I value my truth. I value my understanding. I value my need to be alive on this earth plane, doing the things that I have received within my being to do on this earth plane in the way that I came here to experience this life, this divinity, this truth. If you find yourself in these moments of not knowing who you are, not knowing why you're here, not accepting your divinity, not accepting your full truth, not accepting the compassion of your own being, break. And allow yourself to now know yourself as divine, perfect, pure, energetic, alive, and free. Break those old patternings. Break those old behaviors. Break that program that says I can't see myself as divine, true, perfect, and free. Break it. It's time now to join the future of yourself as the beingness of who you are and everything that you are doing. It's time now to join the future of you as you in this moment of consciousness, grace, truth, and divinity. So here now we sit. We look at these issues within us that are perceiving us as differently than who we truly are. And we say, break. I am breaking from you. I am consciously releasing myself from you and your hold on me and my behavior in this reality. Break. I am breaking myself from you. I am breaking myself from you. I am breaking myself from you. Allow the break to take place so that you may be free to be conscious, to be alive, to be loving, to be divine, and to be free. Bashatukuru kamatadayataka. Matakurushatakaliya matarete. Mi kuramasiva siva kurupasai hiro. Tamatiara kaliya bashatukuru humati. Matikaliya shatakaliya matarete. Kamati shatakaliya patoshutako. Kamasi sayeto tareke. Kumasia vataya no kolipite kriata. Start with the words of I am valuable. I know my worth. I know that I have come here to do something great. I know my worth. I know that I have come here to do something great. I know my worth. I know that I have come here to do something and be something great. I know my worth. I know that I have come here to do and be something great. I no longer live in a past reality where I'm not worthy, where I'm not good enough, where I fear the needs and efforts that I'm putting forth will be denied, stepped on, forgotten about, left behind. Break, that's not me. Break, that's not me. I am now a new being of divine light. I am now a new being of divine truth. I am now a new being of divine truth. I am now a new being of divine truth. This is my purpose here. I have come here to be divine. I have come here to be free. And I have come here to release myself from any old questions, any old programming, any old misconceptions, any old misperceived notions about who I should be. You are free, you're divine, you are conscious, you are loving, you are pure. Your purity, your grace, your truth, your divinity rests within you as your gifts for humanity. I accept my gifts for humanity and I give them generously. And I am accepted and I am received in the world around me with graciousness, with kindness, with love, with energetic exchange. I give myself generously to the world, and the world responds with grace, love, truth, divinity, full recognition of my power. On this earth plane, I give myself in love to the world around me, and the world around me is giving me everything that I need in my life, in my world, in my divinity. I give generously of myself the gifts that have been given to me, and I allow myself to receive generously everything in the world that is meant for me. I give generously of myself to the world around me because I love. I love and I love and I love, and everything in me is love. And when I give to the world the love that I am, I feel the love being returned. We are one group, we are one energy, we are one truth. The love is given and the love is received. The love is given and the love is received, and the love is given and the love is received. I am a valuable being on this earth plane. I have come here with great gifts, with great energy, with great strength, with great truth, with great purity. I give my gifts generously to the world, and the world is received into those gifts. And I am receiving everything that I need on this earth plane. The value, the worth of me is energetically alive in me, and I am fully recognizing that everything I am, always will be, ever have been, is always conscious, alive, truthful, loving, and free within my being. Bashatoko. Wake up the part of you that says I am valuable to the world around me. Wake up the part of you that says I am valuable in the world that I seek. Wake up the part of you that says I am valuable in every person's life that I meet. Wake up the part of you that says I am valuable and I am received graciously, generously, kindly, and lovingly. Wake up the part of you that says I value myself and my gifts for the world and for me. Wake up the part of you that says I value everything within me that is generous, that is kind, that is truthful, that is loving, and that is free. I value myself. I value my purity. I value my grace. I value my divinity. Karamoto. See, when you value you, what happens with the world around you? The world around you is your own perception of grace. So what happens when you value you? When you value you, the world is you in that valuing of you. Is it not true? When you say, I value my gifts, I value my offerings, I value my grace, is the world not just a perception of your inner being? Can it not be received into you as the grace of all things? So as you value everything that you've been given, everything that you receive, is it not true that the world around you, that is your own perception, is valued as a reflection of you? So is it not true that if I value what I'm doing, what I'm giving, what I'm perceiving, what I'm receiving, that everyone around me is a reflection of my own value? Right? So try it. Start saying, I value my gifts. I value my offerings. I value my grace. I value who I am on this earth plane. I value everything that I am giving. And let it see you in the world with the beautiful faces, with the beautiful love, with the beautiful generosity that comes back to you as I value you. I value you. I value your work. I value what you've given me. I value your offering. I graciously receive everything that you have given me. And I offer my own graces and reception of your grace. I offer my own graces. And we receive and we give. And we give and we receive because we are one being of grace. We are one being of truth. We are one divine energy of consciousness alive within our own being. I value you and your offering of grace. You receive me into you with divine, purposeful understanding. We are valuing the energy of grace that rests within each of us as the truth of all things. We are valuing that energy of grace, of truth, of peace, of light that we're offering to the world around us and everything we see. So try it. Say, I value me. I value me. I value me. I value my gifts. I value my offerings. I value my own truth. I value everything that I am. And let that value be received by you as a generosity of your own grace. Let that value be received by you, right? As a generous offering of your own grace. Let that value be received by you as a generous offering of your own grace. Mata Shetako. Patakaro. It is your grace, it is your truth, it is your peace that you are receiving. No one else's. It is your own grace, it is your own truth, it is your own peace, it is your own generosity, it is your own money that you are receiving. But you must value who you are. You must value your worthiness. You must value your purity. You must value your gifts of grace. And then in that energy of grace, the return is your own peace, your own love, your own divinity, your own wealth, your own truth, right? We're receiving our own divinity, our own truth, our own wealth, our own consciousness. Everything that we give is coming back to us as the divinity of our own peace. Everything that we give is coming back to us as the divinity of our own peace. All right. See yourself as divine, peaceful, loving, free. Know that your grace is valuable. Know that your truth is valuable. Know that the gifts that you have received to share with the world around you is beyond any value you could ever receive. You are giving the gifts of grace. You are giving the gifts of truth. You are giving the gifts of divinity herself. So allow that grace to be given, and allow that giving to come back to you, right? In full recognition of your grace, your peace, your truth, and your divinity. It can be received as your own grace, as your own truth, as your own peace. See it as a manifestation of your own peace, of your own grace, of your own truth. Break old unconscious habits and behaviors. Form new connections with the brain, with the body, with the consciousness, with the seeking, with the aliveness, with the love. Yeah, I break all old connections. I form new energetic awakening of my peace, of my love, of my grace. And I value everything I am. I value everything I give. I value everything I have been given. I value my own self on this earth plane. Mishto. Matakurushatakaliya tarayataka. Marakurushatakaliya patariyatakaliya matataryatakaliya bashatakuruhumata. He patanayarakalaya videshatakaliya mataryatakaliya patashatake. Ho makaliya patariyatakaliya matataryatakaliya shatakuruhum. Hariyatakaliya patishatakurukaraya matataryakitikitikaru. Hushakaliya mataryakalaya patashatakaliya matataryakapata. He batataryatakaliya mataryakaliya patateshatakaliya matashatake. He shatakaliya mataryakaliya pataryatakaliya pata. He patatiniyarakaliya patashatakaliya patashatakere. Ne patatariyatakaliya patashatakaliya matashatakaliya pata. He patatariyanakaliya pataryatakaruhum. Baraka. Hiranakaliya patakurushe emoto. Hiranaya tokurhaniki maya takanya tata. Nohotaya vishitanya kaliya motahashaka. Hiropomati hariyamakota. Ishtaya mukupara
Love is all you ever need.